Hey everybody, happy Friday. It's Jason at SONAX again. I'm going to speak up, or try to. We're outside, obviously. It's nice outside today here in Indianapolis. Just a quick bit of warning, right across the street, the Red Bull Air Race, they're practicing today. So there might be some background noise from the planes, but if it's really loud, I'll stop and we'll figure it out. Anyway, today we're going to talk about Polymer Net Shield. We've mentioned it several times throughout our Facebook Lives over the last few months, but we were going back through and I don't think we've actually demonstrated how to apply it and how to go about the car and do it quickly and easily. So we're going to show you today the application since it's a nice day out today. So this is the Polymer Net Shield can right here. It's 13 ounces? No, 11.5 ounces. Sorry about that. 340 milliliters. You get about, I would say 7 large cars, 10 small cars with this single can. Keep in mind, more is not better when you apply this. So a small amount, thin layer is really all you need. And what it does is, typical waxes, as we've mentioned before, they kind of meld into the surface of the paint itself. What Polymer Net Shield does, and polymer sealants in particular, is they create a network of protection over the top of the paint. So that's how this works. It actually sets up a net or netting bond over the paint, creates less or eliminates surface tension, which allows water to disperse easier and cleanup is a lot easier. So unfortunately that is not one of the air race planes. That's a fighter jet. I don't know why it's over here, but it's flying over. Anyway, so this is the SONAX Polymer Net Shield. Again, 7 small cars, 10 large cars. And we'll just go through a couple of ways that we can apply it. Sorry about that. We weren't really expecting that. Anyway.
If there's anything going on that we need to tune in for, please instant message us.
Right, exactly. It's really easy. This stuff is, one of the nice things about how this product itself is how easy it is to apply, how many different things on the car you can put it on. You don't have to worry about white staining or anything like that. There's no solvents in it. Some waxes and detailers, if you get them on any of the trim or unpainted black plastics or whatever, you'll get some white residue. This will not. As a matter of fact, it'll actually brighten it up and make it and rejuvenate the color. So I'll show you a couple of different ways. A lot of guys use the 2-towel method. Okay, so what's 2-towel method? Well, you just take the can, spray the product on like that, take one towel and distribute the product, and then you take the other towel and simply wipe over it. Now, people ask me, what's the cure time for this? Really, it's 0. As soon as you spray it on and distribute it, and then wipe it off, it is cured. There is no cure time with this. So that's very quick and easy. Helps, depth of color is very good. There's a tiny bit of silicone in it, which allows the shine and depth of color to pop a little bit. So that's one way. That's the 2-towel method. The other way is with a little applicator sponge like this, soft applicator sponge. You can spray the product on, keep it away from the car. Some people like to keep it away from the car. And then distribute it like this.
So basically you're going in a 2x2 area and you're doing a cross pattern to make sure you didn't miss anything.
That's right.
One of the advantages of doing it on the sponge is the sponge will get saturated with the product, and some people feel like you use less product.
That's correct. So you just simply put it on the sponge, distribute it, and then wipe it down just like this. Now again, you can't go around the whole car and put the product on and then go back over and wipe it off. Once you put the product on and distribute it and get it nice and even out, go ahead and take your towel and then wipe it off. So just a little fact to that. And then another one that we just, can't remember who gave us kind of this idea, but this is actually a really soft jeweling polishing pad. So these are polishing pads that you use for black cars to really get that depth of gloss up. These are a little, I mean, just by feeling, you can tell it's a little bit softer than the application sponge, but you can actually use this, spray it on just like that, nice amount, and use that as an applicator.
Well, that one spot on my car is really going to be slick.
It's going to be nice. We'll go ahead and do the rest of the hood. Don't worry, Mrs. Blair. So distribute it that way. Take your towel again and just wipe it off. As far as longevity, you're going to see 4 to 6 months. We're getting some people that are seeing a little bit more than that, and really it depends on how you wash the car and the environment you live in. If you have a lot of bad weather, a lot of rain, things like that, you will see it dissipate a little bit faster. But washing the car is the big thing. So if you use a lot of tunnel wash, they use a lot of high alkaline cleaners, and it will dissipate. It'll deteriorate the protection to it. So again, sealants, the nice part about them is the longevity that they last, and the amount of heat that they'll withstand. Over 300 degrees heat with sealants, waxes about 160. So your longevity, the ability to hold up in harsh conditions, sunlight, hot panels, things like that is much higher with a sealant. So I'll just show you really quickly. This is the beading effect that you will see once the product's applied on there. Again, water tension is demonstrated by the tightness and roundness of the bead and the amount of sheeting that you see. So you will see this as I spray the water and see how it just beads up, nice round beads, and then it just runs off just like that. So that's the type of protection you'll see. And again, that's just water tension. So it's creating a nice flat surface that the water can bead off and sheet off with. The other thing I want to mention really quickly is we do have this is the big can, but we also have this little can. And you can use that on, 1 to 2 cars, 2 small cars, 1 big car. And the other thing I wanted to mention, I said this earlier, but it is really nice on black trim. If you got any, rocker panels, side moldings or whatever on the car, even the cowl of the car, spray this on there, wipe it off. It really gives it a nice black look, and it protects it also. So those are nice. It's a nice product for that. It's a really nice all-around product. A lot of people put it on the windows. We recommend not putting on the windshield, but the side windows, back windows work just fine. It's a really nice product for windows and sheeting on those as well. So again, that's the Polymer Net Shield. And is there any announcements, Mrs. Blair?
We are going to start posting shortly. We're going to have 6 guest detailers in our booth at SEMA this year. So we are very happy to have all of them. They're all top in their field. So start looking for our social announcements on that, and that'll do it.
SEMA's in
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Well, we leave in 2 weeks.
That's right. So it's actually in 3 weeks.
Well, it starts October 31st.
October 31st. Halloween is the first day of SEMA, so we will be in Las Vegas. Again, any of you that are in Las Vegas, please stop by our booth. We'd be happy to say hi and show you any of the products that we're demonstrating. So have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.